So these are the keywords for section 4. Obviously you've got them in the revision guide, but hopefully this is a more simplified version that might help support you to be able to define them accurately. So first of all, you could be asked what's called to define good and evil. Okay, so good means morally right. Okay, pleasing, beneficial, doing is advantageous. Okay, so it's an advantage, it's a positive. Whereas evil, okay, that is something that is immoral, causes suffering, causes pain, causes upset. Okay, you can give some sort of examples of that if you want. All right, when I don't know, with evil, you can talk about moral evil and natural evil, okay, to get that sort of second mark. But you probably get it just by defining the two words, because there's two of them. Okay, then forgiveness, okay? Forgiveness is to pardon somebody, okay, to accept their apology in order to be able to move on, okay, to be able to move on when somebody has wronged you. Okay, so it's quite a difficult one to sort of put into words, but it is the idea of when somebody has done wrong, you accept that they recognize that they've done wrong, so you can move on. Okay, obviously this is taught by Jesus and it's something that we should do. Forgive, doing not 7 times, but 70 times 7 times. Okay, free will. Okay, it means is the power that human beings have to make their own decisions, to be autonomous. It's sort of like the word, the sort of phrase that will work nicely, okay? But the power to be able to make our own decisions. Catholics believe that God's given us this power to test us, to see whether we make the right decisions, and if we do, we get to go to heaven. Yippee. Now, the next word is justice. Now, justice essentially means fairness, okay? To be treated fairly. You can link this to the idea of some people believe that capital punishment, say, is justice, okay? If somebody has murdered another, a life for a life, eye for an eye, okay? It is an equal punishment for the crime, okay? That would be just. Morality, okay? Now, when it comes to sort of morality, it is the way in which we determine what is right or wrong, okay? So morality is the decision of what is right and what is wrong, okay? So you can give examples of this. So for example, some believe in relativism, okay? Or you can say some believe in absolutism. You can think that's a divine command theory and all that sort of stuff, right, that we've studied previously. Pacifism, okay? So pacifism is a person, or a belief rather than the person, that war and violence should never be used. Okay, so you can say that some Catholics are what's called pacifists, as Jesus taught we should love thy neighbour, or that we should not use violence, that type of thing, because we're supposed to respect one another, all that type of stuff, right, and not end each other's lives, thou shalt not kill, that sort of thing, and back it up. Conscience, okay, so there's lots of different ways to sort of define this, but the way that I would do it is the belief that it is God's law within us that helps us to make moral, correct decisions in our life, okay? So you could say that it's God's law within us, it's God's voice within us, that even some people believe that it's the Holy Spirit within us, okay? So that's conscience. And suffering, okay? So suffering means pain or distress that's caused by injury, illness, violence, that sort of stuff, is when suffering essentially means pain, okay? So with suffering is when we are in pain because we've been wronged, whether it be a physical injury or an emotional injury, okay?